Hello everybody, hope you're doing well, and we are going to be doing in this particular video is discussing Battlegrounds. In particular, Battlegrounds Season 9 versus Battlegrounds Season 8. Cutoffs, scores, and the impact of the 400k. Now I recently saw this thread here which discussed the idea about the extent of rewards. I love the rewards from Battlegrounds Season 9, but as a lot of you know, it is not going to be a continuation. Command haven't responded to this thread yet to kind of go like, are they thinking about doing this? Maybe not. More than likely not. Those rewards were fantastic. I love the fact of getting that 6-star Nexus, 7-star shards, all those things. I actually think 7-star shards enough? I think they were. But the work that went into it, and a lot of people did that, but it did create a problem. This particular problem was a lot more people got involved with Battlegrounds than ever before. How much do you say, Richard? Well, to a point that these are the results right here. So I'll try and put this into a way that, by the way, shout out to MCOC Avenger. The link is in the description. We'll get this into shot so it kind of looks, there we go, better. Lovely. Look at that. Big and large on the screen. So what's the information that we knew and know? Well, look, if we're talking about position number 5, 26 mil. Depending on where your alliance finished, and I believe our alliance finished relatively high. Like, we did a 1 to 10%, but we did that with a lot of mil. I think about, like, was it 13 mil, 12, 13 mil, something like that. It was approaching 13 mil. And some people may say, well, that's not a lot. Some people might say, well, that's quite a bit, 13 mil. Especially because, you're looking at stuff like this and going, okay, 14 mil, 1% to 10%. Okay, yeah, nice, all that stuff, yeah. 1% to 10%. Well, that's a lot of effort there, a lot went in. And do bear in mind, as we've said, and I did do a video on this one, by the way. If you haven't seen the video, then you won't know. But at the start of this particular season, I said one thing. Super Season 9. Look, you are going to get less rewards than you think you're going to get. And there's a warning. When everybody in your alliance is shooting to get 400,000 points, what's the implication? Well, there's 30 people in your alliance all doing that 400k times 30, 12 mil. And again, people might say, well, what's the problem with that? The problem is everybody's doing it. And again, what's the further problem? If everybody's doing it, you're all competing at the same kind of level. And basically, everybody that puts 12 mil in, you ain't going to get what you usually got. And again, people will say, well, what's the problem with that? Well, the problem is what you're looking to expect. And again, shout out to MCOC Avenger, who put together this from Season 8. We actually did a video on this one looking at the results and how and what is the implication. But yeah, 12 mil last season would have netted your alliance around about the 72nd position, or just under, anything between 72nd and about 90 something. So let's say, for hell's sake, that you as an alliance were hoping to get the likes of, okay, 3 25% tier 6 class catalysts. What's that, 1.5? Well, it's definitely it's 1.5, isn't it? That's 1.5 tier 6 basics. That's, what's that? Over one tier 3 alpha. Tier 5 CC, we'll take it or leave it. And then you've got 10,000 trophy tokens. And that's tier 5 CC. So, that is what... I can't remember if this is... I don't think this has been inflated. But, in any case, the point to get to... Again, for example, is like saying, if your alliance was expecting to get the likes of this for that 12 point something mil, depending on where your alliance is. And, if I kind of look at our alliance, for example, that got 12.7 mil, that kind of puts it in that ballpark figure right there. Now, flash forward to this season and the results of how that's come through. So, you now get, that would be 1 to 10%. So, that got what myself and my alliance picked up, which is, right here. Which is that 1, not multiple, not where is it? Not 3, but 1 25% tier 6 basic, half of a tier 3 basic, half of a tier 6 basic, half of a tier 3 alpha, that, and 8,000 trophy tokens. Now, it's not a big kind of like loss, you know, you can mitigate the loss with some kind of gains. And of course, with part of the milestones, it was kind of like, well, it was realistic if you were, you know, gonna hit a little bit less than that. I think a lot of people, again, if you watch the video that I put out prior to this season beginning, season 8 this is, sorry, season 9, then you'll get the idea that you weren't going to get what you thought you were going to get. And it was interesting because I got reached out to by quite a lot of people saying, well, I don't think I should have got the rewards that I had. Some from a solo perspective, but a lot when it came to the alliance side of things. But again, this is the problem from this season. One of the reasons why it was a great season for that 400k, but it did encourage a lot of you to go out and get the 400k worth of points, because points mean prizes, and the prizes were just so unique. It was just brilliant. This is something that I don't foresee happening into the new season unless Kabam buff the rewards. And that's going to be the big thing, isn't it? If Kabam were willing to put in the, I'll probably put in the comments, have a discussion about this. Do you think that it would be better for Kabam to inflate the rewards like they did with the milestones, with the solo, on an ongoing basis, or should they just stop right there? Because, there's going to be this problem of, as an alliance, you may not get what you used to get from this. So that's going to be an interesting thing. I don't know. I'm in two minds about it, but I'm more down the line of going, I'd love to see the 400k with it. And maybe even like alliance-based events like this. Because effectively you got a lot more rarer things from doing this versus doing Alliance Wars. I mean, I'd love to have both of them running at the same time. That'd be fantastic. Just because the take-home would be just really good. So I want to end the video by asking you a bit of, community kind of feedback on stuff. Especially when it comes to this. And also when it came to like your expectations. So one of the questions I did ask you in the community tab, by the way, check out the community tab. We've got quizzes and also, videos. We try and get some really good ideas from you all when it comes to like who you're using for stuff. As do bear in mind, 250 champions plus in the game, and I can't play every single champion all the time. But in any case, when it comes to Battlegrounds, did you get less rewards for similar points Alliance versus other seasons? Yeah, so just trying to find out, like, did you get less for the same or similar points? Lots of interesting things here. This season's buff rewards certainly attracted a lot of players, and Conquerors definitely diluted the pool. I also managed to hit the Gladiator circuit for the first time ever. Safe to say it was a great season. Hard grind paid off. Good. And yeah, so this is interesting. This is what we want to see here. So shout out to Alejo Soccerman, who says that solo 430k rank 25.0 25,000 I think. That Arcane 3, nice. And then the previous season they were able to get the Gamma. Interesting. So the Arcane Gamma. This season I had to grind a lot more for less rewards in the solo points, but regards to the milestones gave me better rewards in total. That's good. I mean, that's good to see. That's what I think a lot of players wanted to see from this one. It seems like this season had a lot more battle grinders. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that one. Both got lower places versus similar points last season. Yep, I think a lot of people are seeing that. Alliance put up 12.8 mil, 1 to 10%. I put up 488k. My in-game message said position 46936. I think that's my GC rank. But a solo event said 24,900. Haven't received the rank rewards. Solo this season, I had around 420k, around 53,300, which got 10 signature stones, etc. Which was the same reward for last season, in which I had maybe half or third of the points. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of I'm not going to read out everything, but thank you very much to everybody. I'll try and heart all them. I'm going to read through a lot of them as well. I had just under 1.1 mil. I barely cracked up top 500. What? That's crazy. 1.1 mil, barely cracked top 500. Ali had 30 mil and got 10%. The first season I hit a mil. And I finished 74. God damn, man. God damn. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Those solo events at 400k, brilliant. But it's just the impact, isn't it? I think impact for more that are seasoned grinders. I mean, I'm not a seasoned grinder when it comes to Battlegrounds. I love the game mode and I do play it a lot, but I don't play it as much as I did for this particular season. I worked hard. I'm pretty happy with where I ended up with it. And a lot of people were saying the same thing. They had a good season. But will I be doing the same thing next season? I don't know. I might do, but it just depends on what I want to achieve in game. And I will be doing my alliance requirement, so that's the most important. But the secondary part to that is going like, do I push? Those milestones, that season 9 made it really appetizing, and I'm sure a lot of you felt the same way. But that's where I want to end the video on that particular, point, and look at this situation, because it was good, bad, scuffy, but at the end of the day, hey, I love a bit of Battlegrounds, and it seemed a lot of people loved it in that season. So that's the results. Information on the MCC Avengers tab. Go on the Twitter. Go and support him. Go and check out his Twitter. And that's been a video. What are your thoughts on this situation? Check out some other content on screen, and I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye.